Good afternoon, everybody. Sabaidi, you are back again with the spicy Lao. So here today, I'm gonna do one of my special dish that my mom had taught me, and it's the Lao Egg Roll. So let's come and join me, and I will show you the ingredient, put everything together. At the end, we will cook it up and enjoy our fruit of our labor. So here we have, just to start out, I'll show you the ingredients. So we have shredded carrots here, very finely shredded, and it's about 4 good size carrots. So shred it really good, however you want to shred it, but shred it thin as much so that it cooks thoroughly. Okay, and the other ingredient that we have is bean sprout. So I got maybe 3 cups of bean sprout in here. Okay, so I just rinsed it and kind of left it to the side until it's ready to be cooked. And then I love cabbage. If you love cabbage, it does bring some sweetness into the roll. So I have a whole medium-sized lettuce here. I shred it very fine and thin. So the main thing is all these vegetables that you're gonna put in. You can also add other vegetables that you like as well. But anyway, move on to the next ingredient, sweet onions. And I have 2 good size head like this, size of sweet onion. So 2 of them, finely, shredded and chopped. So, and then the next ingredient that's important that I like, if you like, is garlic. I have 10 cloves of garlic. You can either smash it, or grind it up in your food processor, or, slice it thin. So, all right. And then I have also, one of the main ingredients is, you can choose any protein you want. I choose turkey because I really love turkey and it's very lean. And I think it grabs the flavor of all the ingredients that goes along with egg rolls. Okay, and I have about 4 pounds of turkey here. All right, we'll show you once we get into the pan and start cooking everything. All right, so here we have it. And then the other ingredient that I have, I'll show you later. It's like a bean thread noodles. I'll show you that later. So let's go to our stove and start putting everything together. I'm gonna use extra olive oil. I like olive oil. So I'm just gonna put this here so that we can start cooking the turkey, the protein. So, on that end, on the protein, you can use ground up chicken or beef, or you can actually just do vegetarian if you want, if you're a vegetarian. So you don't even need to use any, actually you can put tofu in there. So you can grind tofu up or cut it really fine to where you can cook it in there. But anyway, so we're gonna add some olive oil, okay? And I got that 10 clove of garlic. Oops, I got carried in here. So we'll throw that out. All right, let's grab some spoon. So this pan is heating up on high. We're gonna, I think the olive oil's warm enough. So put that all in. Also the garlic, you can choose more or less, however, how much you like garlic or not, so it just depends. This is a 4 pound ground up turkey. You can get them at any grocery store, but I like these individual packaged like this, and you can get them at Costco or Sam's, but this one's at Costco. So we're gonna open that up. Well, that's, oh my gosh, smells so good. And you can cook the garlic to as well as you want. You obviously don't want to burn it because it will taste burnt. You don't want to taste burnt garlic. Okay? So we're gonna pull that out of the packet and kind of break it in there, so because you don't want it too big of a clump in there. Now, mind you, this 4 pounds of ground up turkey, you can make up to at least 100 egg rolls. So you have here that the turkey is fully cooked, okay? The next thing we want to do is put all the liquid ingredients, or the ingredients to go in there as far as like the sauce, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is add my oyster sauce. So this is the brand that I like to use called Lee Kum Ki, I guess that's how you pronounce it. And this one does not, the green one does not have MSG in it. So if you don't like MSG, this is a very good brand and product of oyster sauce. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I measured it, it's about 2 ounces, so 1/4. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to put that all in, kind of spread it all over. Okay, and the next ingredient that I like to use, put the spoon here down, we're going to use soy sauce. I mean, you can use any other soy sauce, but I like this one. It has less sodium in it. So we're going to go ahead and put in this is 1, 2, I think I'm going to do 3 because the amount of protein in here. So 3 tablespoons. And the next sauce, but not least, is sugar. So granulated sugar. I normally like the raw sugar, but we don't have them. So, anyway, so we don't have it, and we're going to use this sugar. So I'm going to use, wait, how much? This is like a half a teaspoon. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3 of half a teaspoon. Okay, so that's total like a teaspoon and a half. So what you want to do is, of course, taste it to make sure that you don't need to add anything else. Okay, so that's good. Perfect. Enough salt, enough oyster sauce, sugar, and everything. All right, so while this is cooking, we're gonna put all the vegetable that was on that table over here and mix it all in. So let me just make room. So So the last ingredient I have here is, I call it bean thread noodles, but for some odd reason it says vermicelli. It's not vermicelli, it's bean thread. So this is the kind that I like to use, but don't get confused with the says vermicelli on it, okay? It is bean thread, and it's like a glass noodle. It's very light and thin. So what I did was, prior to doing all this, I had soaked it in hot water, and there's probably like six package of these little small ones in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go strain it in the sink. So I strained the water, okay? And so to make it easier to cook in the pan and with all the ingredients in the pot, I like to cut it so that it doesn't like completely have a hard time mixing up. So, okay. All right, so we're gonna bring it to the pot here and mix it with the other ingredient. This is the last thing that you want to mix in because it's very quick, and you also don't want it to cook it too long because you want it at like kind of dente, because when you do put it in an egg roll, it cooks it really, you know, in high heat. When you put it in oil, it makes it a kind of slimy. You don't want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all of it in there. Hopefully we can have room for all of this. We are ready to roll our egg rolls. So this has been sitting for maybe roughly an hour. So it's cooled down, and the next step is to roll it and get it ready to be cooked, okay? So what we're gonna do is, I got in this bowl, one egg, I kind of mixed it up. This will be our paste to our wrap. This will be like a glue that glues the wrap together, okay? So we're gonna whip that up really good, and make sure you wash your hand also before you start, because everything is all gonna be done by hand, okay? So have that mixed, okay? And I'm gonna use a spoon for this to put in my wrap. So here's my egg roll wrap. I like this a lot. This is probably one of my favorite. I think most Asian store does have this. So I like it, it's the right size, and each of the package is 25 of them. So here I have 4, which will make 100, okay? So we're gonna open it up. And mind you, also when you defrost it, because it comes frozen from the store, you wanna defrost it in your refrigerator slowly, because if you don't let it sit, you know, to defrost, it will turn watery. So it will like damage the wrap. Just make sure you take out that ahead of time, not too far ahead, but ahead enough to where, you know, when you're ready to roll it and stuff, it's ready for you. So it's a very delicate wrap. Cut that around. So we are gonna pull from the side here and make sure that you don't have anything double. Most likely it's easy to pull out. And I have myself here a cutting board. I like this because it gives me enough room to place my wrap here. So I like to do it as a, what do you call this, like a diamond facing me, because we want to start rolling from the closer to me. Put our mixture in here and then roll it forward towards the other end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a good size scoop of my mix here, of the ingredients of all the stuff that we cooked earlier. So I'm gonna put one big scoop, so maybe 1 tablespoon. Okay, get all the carrots, cabbage, onions, and everything in there. And then what you're gonna do is, this is how I do it. So I'm gonna roll it over like this a little bit, tuck it, so that tightens it, then roll it again, and then you wanna tuck the corners in, okay, to tighten it, and you kind of want to bring it in a little bit, and then tuck it under again, and then roll it forward, okay? And then before you close it, you want to grab the eggs over here with your fingers, okay? And you want to put that egg like substance that will be like a glue, and then you just roll it forward and it glues your egg roll together. So I'm going to continue to do that until I finish rolling all the stuff that I have going on here. So if you have this much to do, you have extra helper, let them help you, because it makes it go quicker. So I will have my daughter join me and finish rolling here. And then, so I'm gonna do 100 of it and just enjoy. Best thing is to turn on some music, or you know, your favorite music, and just enjoy rolling your egg rolls. Okay, there you go. Put our paste here, or glue, roll it over. Voila. I made that one a little bit big. But you know what? It's not perfect. So we had just finished rolling all of our egg rolls. So look at this delicious beautifulness here of all the ones that's been rolled. So from here, I brought some over to the stove. Remember, we had this pot has been kind of heating up the oil. So it's about ready to, I can drop the egg rolls in there and start cooking it. So I'm very excited. So we have it at about a medium heat right now, and it looks like it's about ready. Let me try something really quick just to check the oil, make sure it's hot. What I'll do is I'll stick maybe a little bit into the pot to see if it's boiling, or see if it's, you know, causes a bubble. So look at that, it's causing some bubble, and just perfectly enough to drop those egg rolls in there. And oh look, I have my little helper here. This is my grandbaby moose. He's so cute. Anyway, so that goes in there, and I'm gonna put a couple in just to show you. Okay. This is so delicious, the mixture of the ingredient with the carrots, the cabbage, the sweet onion, the perfect combination. It's so delicious. And you know what? There you have it. So this is my recipe to the Lao egg roll. If you know, this is the perfect egg rolls that you can try at home, you know, with your family, or just for a snack or a party that you want to go to. It's so simple. So If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so on the Spicy Lao. And if you want to click on the notification for, future video, please do so. And if you haven't gone to Instagram, I have lots more contents on there. So please do so. And I'm gonna say goodbye. Have a good evening. Lakon.